I have tried so many different red velvet cake recipes and none of them compare to this one. This is everything a red velvet cake should be. Velvety, a little tangy, and such a beautiful crumb. If you're new here, I'm a self-taught baker and I opened my business in November of 2024. And I'm sharing everything that I'm learning with you. This is the exact red velvet cake that I make for my clients and they love it. Let me share the recipe. It's by Cakes by MK, and if you haven't heard of her, I'm going to tag her below. Her recipes are so good. In a large bowl, you're going to start by sifting and mixing 275 grams of all-purpose flour, 18 grams of cornstarch, and 14 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder. You're also going to add half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Give that a good mix and set it to the side. To a separate bowl, you're going to add 86 grams of unsalted butter, 141 grams of unflavored vegetable oil, and 344 grams of white sugar. With either a stand mixer or a hand mixer, you're going to give this a really good whir. You're wanting this to become really fluffy. I'm going to show you how the texture changes. Look at that. I forgot to add that you want to make sure your butter is at room temperature. Actually, all your ingredients should be at room temperature. That's one thing that I've come to learn as a baker. Add in 1 egg at a time, mix well between each egg, about 10 to 15 seconds. You're adding in 3 eggs in total. If your eggs aren't at room temperature, you can always put them in a pot and put really warm water on them. That'll bring them up to room temperature. This, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoons of white vinegar. And I personally only use 2 tablespoons of red food coloring. I use Chef Master and I find that that is more than enough. Mix this until it's well combined. And now you're going to fold in half of your dry ingredients, followed by all of your buttermilk is 158 grams of buttermilk. Use full fat. Then add in the remaining bit of your dry ingredients, give it a good fold, and make sure you do not overmix your batter. I like to weigh the batter in each cake tin. That ensures that I get even cake layers. I made 3 pretty tall 6-inch layers. Bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Look at how gorgeous that crumb is. I like to soak mine with a simple syrup. It ensures that your cakes stay moist, and I wrap them with saran wrap and put them in the freezer so that they are ready to crumb coat. There's the finished cake. I paired it with a cream cheese filling and it is such a stunning cake. Give it a try and give me a follow.